Hello, it's Paul here. Welcome along, everyone. This project video, I'm going to use one of my bowl blanks I got for Christmas. I think I still have another couple more after this one, so this is actually the second one I've turned. It's ash. It's 177mm by 53mm, so that is roughly 7 inches by just over 2.5 inches. Now, I was going to try and do something so I could just cut it at the ring and save a piece of wood on the bottom, because I want to go for an OG shape, but I've noticed I actually have a crack across here, and it's only on this bottom section, so I'm going to lose that bottom piece anyway, so I can't really do anything on there. Now, what I have done quickly when I came out here is I'm going to stick this on the faceplate. So I found centre and just mark the centre, and I've seen several people do these anyway, is so that I can obviously make sure things line up. I've just got a piece of pine, create a small point on it, and the idea is I can just drop it in there, feel it's located, and at least I've got my centre point for that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this fixed on here, get it on the lathe, and I'll be back in a minute. So the blank is not perfectly round, not even perfectly flat, nowhere near flat either, so I've just given my bowl gouge a fresh grind, and I'm going to get this rounded up, trued up first of all. I've got the piece balanced out a bit. You can see there, that's obviously where the crack comes there, but that lot is all going to come out. I've got 1 or 2 bits still here which are not true. Again, they're all going to come out, so I'm going to use my standard jaws, and I'm going to put a mortise in the bottom, so that's basically, I'm going to do about a 65mm mortise on there, which I will do now. I'm not overly happy with the shape, so I'm going to round this bottom off even more. Right, that's been sanded to 16600. It's had 2 coats of sanding sealer, and each time I've knocked it back with 600 grit paper again, and that has come up really, really smooth and nice. No sign of tear out on there whatsoever. And I've decided I'm going to use the Chestnut Mud Crystalline Wax. With this, you literally put a very, very thin clear film on, so it doesn't need too much, and then you leave it for up to 20 minutes. So I shall put this on and go and make myself a cup of tea and probably sort out some lunch before I come back out and buff it off. bottom is all finished. Whether I do any more to the outside shape, I don't know yet until I do some more here. So I'm gonna start hollowing this out first of all, and I'll worry about the lip once I get further on. Sanded to 600 now, and that has come up absolutely lovely. No tear out on there whatsoever. So I'm just going to give it a couple of coats of sanding sealer and then just denib it with 600 grit each time it's dried off. And I've got to say, that's looking lovely. What I have done as well is I've actually just took the edge off these off the lip, top and bottom, with the sandpaper, just so it's not quite so sharp. So I've just gently took that back with a 600 grit paper again, and it's really smooth. So just going to give this a coat of my crystalline wax again. Like I say, it just needs a smear. Doesn't need too much. Hello there, it's Paul here, and welcome along everybody. The project this time is the ash bowl. This was from one of the bowl blanks I got for Christmas. I think I still have two more left, which I think is a beech and an oak, so we'll turn those later on. Now the sticker on this said it was 53mm by 177mm, so the interesting thing is, unless the wood's suddenly grown, it's actually gone up to 60mm thick, which is 2.5 inches, so it's gone somehow grown 7mm after I took some off. And the finished diameter is about just under 170mm, so I've lost about 5-7mm off the width, and that's 6 5/8 inches. I've prefer going actually for a lot of the pieces like this with the mortise on the bottom, purely and simply because it's just far easier to finish off. I do like it. I really do like the mortise. It adds a little bit of a feature to the bottom of the bowl as well, so if anybody picks it up and looks at the bottom, and I've just put the detail rings in there as well. I've gone for this style shape this time. I suppose it's a bit like when you turn it upside down, it's a bit like a bowler hat. Don't know what the actual proper expression is for it. I believe it's an OG shape. Finish wise, I've gone for a couple of coats of sand. First of all, I sanded to 600, a couple of coats of sanding sealer, denibbed it back with 600 grit paper in between, and I've actually finished up giving it 2 coats of the chestnut microcrystalline wax, and I've got to say it's come up absolutely amazing. The wall thicknesses on this are probably at the most thickest point anywhere, maybe up to about 10mm, but the majority of it is probably about 6 to 8mm thick. Obviously when you've got your mortise in the bottom there, I think I've lost nearly 6 to 7mm to where the bottom grooves are, so therefore your base is going to be thicker, especially down on these bottom corners here. Any problems? Not really. Had an odd little bit of tear out, but then it was just a case of going over very, very lightly with a scraper, and it seems to have sorted it all out. Now, I don't have a bowl sander, and I'm just wondering, well, I suspect a bowl sander would have given me that little bit of extra finish. There is just slight scratch marks inside if you look carefully enough, and you've got to look carefully. If you just look at the bowl normally as is, then you don't really notice anything. It's only really then when you start looking at the finer details of the bowl that you actually see any scratch marks from probably the tool marks. I don't turn many bowls, so at the moment I can't warrant the purchase of a bowl sander. So it will be interesting to hear what people think of the shape. I mean, I absolutely love that. I really do. Perhaps it's because I haven't turned many of these before. So if this is your first time here, please do subscribe. I do regular projects most weeks, different things all the time. It's the first time I turned a bowl like this for a chain for quite a while now. And if you subscribe, you'll get notified obviously when I upload each video. For any new subscribers, I hope you're enjoying the channel so far. Thank you very much for subscribing. My existing subscribers, again, as always, a big thank you for you keep coming back. You keep coming back is just so most appreciated. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'd appreciate it if everybody could hit the share button, hit the like button, and please do leave some comments below. Let me know what you think, what you change. Just give us some honest feedback. All comments most appreciated. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you on the next project video. Thanks a lot. Bye.